Alright, got paired, strong opponent. They go d4, and we go d5, and then we get the London defense. So how do we go about it? I guess c5. Alright, so they are building their center. Knight c6, knight f6. I don't know why I want to start with knight c6. Mainly that we have always that if he takes, we have the e5, but Londoners rarely do tend to take. So, I guess this is normal. Then we have to think, are we going to get the bishop outside the pawn chain or not? Again, knight f6 takes, we have the e5, and then easy take back of the center nicely. Now also let's go knight f6. They have banged out their all theory moves. And now there is no knight on f3. So that always gives me an option to come to d7 to defend my b7 pawn, and that comes relevant after the bishop comes out. We could just also play this one, but since I already developed all these, I feel like we want to go greedier. I could also at any point take this stairs. So am I completely wrong here? I might be completely wrong. This could be still annoying though, because I cannot still take it. Because we can play c4 there easily. The problem is takes is that you're gonna die here. And if you move, then, well, then you just moved your queen to a bad place. You could have just put it here, but it's not ideally placed here. Because that's an c file is always a problem in this at some point. And here I didn't want to go the normal stuff, queen b6, because of the takes. And then if I take, they take here, and then that's somewhat not fun, because the bishop is covering this rook move here. So now I think I have to be ready for this, and I could just block the c file. Or the not c file, but well, I guess kind of blocking the c file, but block the bishop, get a tempo on the queen. What else? I could play a6. Now I have to also remember that after this move I don't have anymore the e5. So they might just steal my pawn and say thanks. I could play here. Guess it's still somewhat awkward to how to defend the pawn though. Like a6 takes e6. Queen is on the way here. They could go here into a pin. And queen's probably not ideal there. a6 could be an option too. c4 is an option. And what else? I mean, we could take and then here just move a queen, but I don't, like I said, I don't like it. Especially if they take with the c pawn, and then only way to keep the b pawn is to hold a piece here, and then we're on the probably on the line of the rook at some point. So these are the moves I'm considering. Well, That's the risky part of that. We're gonna instant that very fast. I think they're gonna start undermining the pawns. Let's still do it though. So the one point is that the rook's not defended, so we can't really go b3, b5, a4, a6 because of chop, 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 and the rook hangs the a5. I still think I need to get the bishop out. Maybe we're coming here. Let's just put that there, right? Yep, I think I'll go here. I assume that that might happen. Can I go here then? So it's not likely to happen. I could go for the bishop with the knight. We could take, but then the h takes, and I mean it's very unlikely white could actually castle that way, so we have this well covered. I could take and play h6. I don't have to, but h6 just to make room for the keep this bishop here. b6, b5, a4. Like I cannot do it. I think we castle. Connect the rooks. All right, so now they do that. So how good is this now? Assume they still take with h pawn, otherwise the e pawn gets really weak. Then I play h6. How easy is it for them to push the e4 in? It's not possible yet. And undermining. I think I'll take and then play h6. Keep my bishop alive. So they can't get it with the knight there. They could stick the knight there at some point. I feel like they probably need to. Unless, because I feel it's very hard for them to get the break here. Start to undermine this side here. Or make this a bit weaker. And now we are ready to meet all this stuff with a6, b5, a6 at least. We have a nice advantage on that side. So I don't have to take that. I could take that. The downside is that there's gonna be a hole here if I take. And this guy could sneak there. I could take, and I guess the second point is that there's where to stick this guy. I assume that if I don't take, they will start to try to undermine the maybe some f3, 4, bishop here, e4. All right, I'll just go here. I feel like they are gonna take it, and then I have to decide which way I'm gonna take it. This way I have a great solid block here that they can't really get through ever. And maybe we can work on the b file instead of some kind of a queenside expansion. Of course they might be able to put the knight there and claim the e5 as theirs. All right. Guess the third option is that they just actually go for attack anyhow somehow. Which I assumed I assumed, and we know what's the problem with that the attacks are not dangerous without the bishop on here. Their bishop, I mean. But they could be somehow dangerous. We could take and then stick somebody here. I feel like this is coming. Oh, I still don't want to, like, feels like taking and then, or maybe even taking this way and getting the knight there. Gives them more play than it gives me. Like the pawn here is gonna be some kind of a thorn. They can't push this, they can't push this. They can push this though. And then I just wanted to get out of the way so I can maybe stick the guy here. Maybe we have an f6 at some point, like after I get the knight here. Take with the bishop. No, I'm not getting anywhere with my queenside play at the moment. And also I might be a little worried about some like a chop, 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 chop. Somebody chops and then we have a light squared bishop and a lot of light squared pawns. The bishop is outside the pawn chain. Doesn't seem terrible, like it's actually decently good. So it's not, I wouldn't call it a bad bishop, but still feels a little bit icky. I mean, I don't know if this is bad at some point, like, or there with f6 ideas. Probably f6 with knight here, so we don't, I don't know. If I could have a like, probably becomes much better with the no knight here that I have a move afterwards, like the knight was not here, I could always take here, and if he takes there we can go here and do a double attack. Yeah, I'll stick it there. Let's see what my opponent does first. He says no. So that's gonna be some kind of a battleground for sure. I could go there with the intention of going there. Just supporting this point here. Of course, he might take, like the queen is there. I don't think these are gonna be any good. Like somebody takes and then questionable. I guess we could go here and put some big questions there, but then he might take and just push. Alright, I'll just go here, whatever. I mean, that's still quite far away. Trying to take here and make that a weak point. Hell, might even throw in a4 here just to slow me down. Probably cannot go here because of takes. No, he just says, nah, I don't care about what you do. I'll just blast through there. I mean, I feel like we could take there and then stick the thing here. Or we could not take and just stick the thing there. Take with the bishop, take with the pawn. How good is this kind of pawn structure? With the possibility of d5 to come, things come under it. I think I'll go this way. Because if I stick the bishop there, we don't threaten anything. I don't know if that mattered at all, which one I put there. Well, things are getting interesting. This is not as at all as easy as I thought. Like I thought I have discovered like the point that here it looked like it's very unlikely to happen, but maybe we were supposed to do something else here other than the slow h6 to keep the bishop. Maybe we were supposed to take here at some point. Right, so I take with the bishop so we don't end up with a pawn and the bishop stuck behind it. So here I can take the knight. No good. Even this might be like a big positional threat. This might be something. Think I'll do that. Like this seems like a good square for the knight. This also looks like a good square, but it's not so stable because of g4s driving it away. And this is a backwards pawn. Like here I have to probably f5 it. Maybe g4. And then we'll deal with it. Of course, black-white could say thank you. It's probably like a super even there. Suppose white is pretty happy with their knight too. I could play f6. Knight goes there. The problem is the f5, but then it comes back. I would love to kick it first, then play f5 without dropping the h-pawn somehow. Have the knight passively outside the world. Not sure how to make it happen. I could have time to play g6 and then f5, and then it's again this kind of pawn structure. I mean, it might be okay if we can keep it all closed down, and the king is vulnerable because there's no cover, or the cover has gone running away. I don't know. Well, it's difficult for them too. I have a doubled pawn, they have a doubled pawn. I don't know, white could play some b3s at some point. Start to undermine this mess here and try to push his pawns. Alright, so he attacks here. I don't think I have any options. Well, I could take there, but then he might take this way and then I have to defend with the queen, and that doesn't seem at all appealing. Well, the downside of course is that if we defend here, then the knight is gonna be a permanent house guest there, unless I take it. But what else? I can't play f6 because it take... I guess I could play f6. Because this does defend the pawn. So maybe. Oh wait, never mind. There's also have to cover with knight g6 though. It's the rook and the pawn. And the knight has... Well, I guess if the pawn dies, then knight will escape easily. Well. This is sad. I'll do it. Wow. Well, are we gonna be happy with that and stick our knight there? Or are we gonna take? I can't really take because then everything is weak. I could take and then I don't know which way white is gonna take. Assume maybe this way, so he has... Or go here. But there's definitely some... If I stick the knight here, some chances of attacking here on some tile. Okay. Knight supports the g6 pawn nicely. It is pain and it's dangerous. I think it's more dangerous than my knight would be here. I feel like he has to take this way though. Does it matter? I don't know. Oh, really? I thought this and this is gonna be a somewhat of a nice thing for me. I guess he's gonna take there and have a passed pawn. But I'm gonna have a huge outpost for a rook. And if it takes, then it's gonna be a passed pawn. So I don't know if this is gonna matter at all. And we have a pressure on this guy here. So I thought this is gonna be a better way. I'll stick this guy here before he sticks that he's here. These kind of things often are like there's two outposts, one for them, one for me. Who's the fastest of them all? So we could just go here and force things by attacking this twice. We could also double up here. I'll leave my rook there and think where it's gonna go. If he takes here, which I think he will, then I don't know which way to take though. Maybe this was better, maybe. This was probably a little hasty. So which way are we gonna take? This way the queen might go here and be somewhat of a problem, except then we have this move and there if the rook goes here. If the rook goes there, the queen does still kind of cover this, but then this comes a problem. Queen goes there. It's still probably drosh. Here at least I have some kind of plan of pushing queenside majority here, but they might have some kind of a counter plan there with that one, except that's pinned. Wait, what did I say? I don't know. I'll take this way. Plan. Man with a plan. Well, that's my plan. I still think I probably missed a beat there by not doubling up there. Assuming they do that one and then I'll go here and then it's better. So they're gonna go there. That's fine. I'll just blast through here. This or that. I don't know. I'll take first. Alright, so no. Now I can take here because I have check here. I guess he could go back. I guess he could go back, sees. Is this gonna be just a droish endgame? I feel like he can't go running around. He has to go here. I have a really dangerous pawn there though. Really dangerous. So I think I'll go here. Oh. He did decide that's the play. Check. Rook C here. Could be a plan. I'll give a check here. How fast is this guy? If I go here, 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 here. Takes, checks. Now this decently fast though. It is decently fast. Could go here. It's getting dangerous. It is getting dangerous. I don't know. Let's go here. Maybe they'll... Wait a minute. Is that really a thing? I guess it is. Here, I suppose. Okay, I'll allow this. If he takes there, he takes there. I suppose that is going to be a little painful though. So I'm supposed to play there, stop those pawns going forward, or go here. I think check, and then I go back. So these pawns are not marching because he has just in the right formation going. I was thinking of this. I assume he goes there. But that's just a draw, right? I have to go back, I think. Then he has to come back. And that ain't good. I can't push. That's no good at all. He did take the pressure of this pawn though, so I could swing somewhere around here. Well, let's see what he does about this. Like maybe he goes here. I'll swing here. Goes here. I might have to again swing back. He comes here. It's a repeat. Oh. So they go there, which is good. Well, I'll push my pawn. Go here. Covered. And then we'll push our pawn. Run, Harriet, run. If he goes here, I'll go here. If he goes back. I'll just go here. Oh, damn it, I forgot he can maybe go under it. That is probably true. Doesn't matter where I go. Here I thought he might repeat, so I just give my option to try to lose this game somehow. Let this slip through. I'll let this guy slip through. Are we actually letting it slip through? Might have to. Do I have to repeat there? I did not see this move. Because I go here, he's gonna go here. I'll go here. I don't know. Or probably he's gonna check me on a6. Right? I go here, he's gonna check me here. I'll go here, he's gonna check me here. If I go here, he's gonna check me there and then we'll die. Well, I could go here, but I assume he's gonna check me there. I could go here. Push. Check. Take. But I'm not sure that actually holds, because king goes here and then he's check here. And my rook's vulnerable. Otherwise this could be cool. Nice spot. Here, here. Check here. And then we cannot really hold on. Okay, I have no move here because of rook check again and the rook becomes vulnerable. This doesn't work because of this. And the block doesn't work because of takes, and promotes. Do I have to let him have a draw? I don't want that. Guess I could go here, but yeah, like I said, check. Then we just repeat. So if I go here, he's gonna push and I can't stop it. So I have to go here and then we're just gonna repeat. If I go here, check and then push, I think. Yeah, I don't think I have better than just accepting the... I mean, this is gonna probably be a third fault already. But I don't think this did anything anyways. I hate if this is gonna be somehow winning. It is winning. Even in the end, it is winning. Rook a7. King f6. How does this even work? Wait, what? Check. Push. And now I go. Oh, now there's the same idea, but this is the way it works. Other way it didn't work because of the checks on the king, but here we are safe. King goes somewhere. We move the king. Let's turn on the engine. Look at this. Yeah, I had time to find this also. If he takes here, I'm just pushing this guy and promoting. Guess he could go here, but then we take here. Maybe even this one. Even though this gets a little dicey with their both sides promoting like crazy. Is this being check? It's gonna be a pretty good dealio. Best move, rook e3. No check. Threatening mate here. Cute. Guess he could promote, defend this, but this is also mate. God damn it. So here e6. Here. Push. Check. Here be good. But if it checks, king c5. Check. Wait a minute. There are so many wins here. Oh yeah, I didn't check me. King e5 does work too. How on earth? I thought I calculated this. Did I mess this up too? King d5. I thought this wins. King c3. Wait a minute. Like what? I can... No, I don't buy this. I don't buy this at all. And black is winning. Rook down. Somehow he has to go here and hang the rook. So he can't obviously stay here because of the skewers here. Guess he can't go here. What? That is funniest thing I've seen. So you can't go here because of you lose the queen. And you have to dodge the check. Or like, if this lose the queen, can't go here, can't go here, can't go here. You have to go here, then you lose the rook and the game. That is absolutely disgusting. There's no way I can point that. Especially there's all kind of stuff like this too. Guess again the problem here is gonna be the same. But even this, like, come on. d2 instead. Rook takes. We promote. These promote. 2 queens. Hello. That is the craziest thing I've seen. Well, that was really bad. How did I mess this up? Oh, so nice. Here I expected him to have to play this move, but I was gonna do this, and then play here. We'll threaten to go here, and if he blocks, then we threaten to go here. King might come here just to show this the king can't stop that. Apparently, yeah, the queen is stuck here. King f7. Okay, this is not that easy to see. Now if you move the king, you can bully the white king queen away. And the problem is that it's so bad, like there's no good ways to get into the somehow like into here and where you could get some kind of perpetual ideas. But here you're just badly placed on the back rank. So here, yeah, the best is something like this, and then this comes bullying you. Yeah. There was kind of correct, but I still thought this is the move. This is actually the best defense. This was fine. I didn't see a mate, and there is no mate. Queen c1 is the best move. Because this comes actually really fast. I was looking at this stuff here, going for the g2. Then you can take this one. Give me a check, and then I might even lose. Oh no. So after this, king f7, and then it's a perpetual somehow. King has to stay here. If I go all the way here, assume then we lose to this, and then suddenly white's the one with 2 pawns up. So this is just gonna spam check you, and this goes here. Again, you start to lose the game. Probably mate somewhere. Wide open king with the queen and the rook. No chances. I thought just push. And push. But this is fine. Okay, I somehow thought this is at least perpetual, but the queen can't go here. There's no checks. And this is hanging by force. So I calculated this wrong too. Well, that sucks. I did not see anything this game. Yeah, I think my opponent did a boo-boo here. About this point. I thought this way is much safer. Computer gives the f takes g, which seems crazy. Why would you break all your pawns like this? h5, just defends them. Crazy idea, but it just might work. Defending your weak pawns. Fine, I would probably not have taken though. Unlikely. Not sure what I would have done though. I don't know, probably could bring the queen this side, or maybe still a5, even though it's not really threatening anything anymore. I don't know, maybe white is threatening to take and then have 2 passed pawns. And this, what is this kind of a situation? Still wants to take with the queen for some stupid reason here. Like, why do you hate pawns like that? And how is this still drawish? Oh, the rook gets so sidelined here that you have just in time to make some counterplay on the queen side. Innovate the rook, I suppose. Probably not that way. a4. Give me a break. a3. Now black is suddenly winning. c3. Rook c8. Can't stop it. Funky. Alright, so how long was this in theory? c4 is the move that everybody has played here. Somehow a6 is now. This was my other option. D takes e6. And the computer says that you can actually go here and be fine. I don't care at all. I saw this move, but then kind of neglected it. That queen is so stupidly placed there that it would not be enough. But I suppose concretely they're gonna hold on to the pawn and maybe play b4 and just be a pawn up. Alright, so good that we chose the normal c4. Queen d6, e6, bishop there, bishop here. Really that's not that great. Well, I didn't like the bishop being here because my plan was to push there, and maybe the rooks coming here or there would be the part of that plan. This is my good bishop, but I don't hate this bishop either, so I don't know. Castles. Castles. Here I kind of expected him to do this kind of stuff though. Apparently this is horrible for white for reasons. Why is this the best move? We just ignore everything and just go. And this is not going anywhere. And black's gonna go there and there. And there. I guess their bishops are not that great. White can try to trade this, but guess we do some kind of a take it, and then if we can push those two moves in. Even though I would assume they will have to do some kind of stuff there. Yeah, this seems like just a really bad bishop versus a really good knight kind of situation. Yeah, that's a big danger for white. End up positionally crushed. Alright, so castles. Then I took. Here I thought that this is much clearer than it is. I had a hard time seeing how white's gonna manage to pull off the a4, but they did manage to do it. It's not so far-fetched at all. I just play f4 and put everything there and then push e4. Not so hard. Apparently that was a mistake. Still someone wants to just go for the plan. Let this happen. Chop, 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 chop. And maybe even right knight e7 here. Maybe doable. Alright, so everything here I thought white has to take with the f-pawn. This seemed dangerous. But yeah, here I think this is better. I mean, the queen c5 ended up being pretty good anyways, but I think it's gonna be harder for them to hold on to here. Really, with the c-pawn? Guess you can do it in any way. Go for straight up. Even with the c-pawn, even with the e-pawn. How is this so good? I guess the queen is still stuck guarding this here. g5 threatens to take. g3. Chop. Really? Do we want to open up king like this? Queen b6. Assume all the... I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say that queen trades are off the menu, but... Queen trades are probably gonna lose the game for... I don't actually know. Passed pawn, passed pawn. White can make a passed pawn here, and there's a passed pawn here. So if it goes here and this guy checks, and then I can... Well, obviously you cannot block because this is the fastest of the passed pawns. So I guess in that sense, black gets to bully white around. How does this go? Ignore. Checkmate. They can't do anything. That is crazy. We go here, we got checkmated again. Oh no. So I assume you have to block here, but then you die to this trick here instead. So they can't go there, they have to go here. Queen d1. You go here. Apparently, oh yeah, you lost your passed pawn here, so like just gonna go pick it up, and these are not in time. Push this and this. Cool. So trades are off the menu. Like always. This was the key. Check. It all went right. And then I chose the right way to go about it. Nice. And then I messed up there. This was all fine. Fine, fine, fine. Alright. Is there any way to make my life easier? Wait, D2. Really? D2 wins? Like what on what? Split pawns. And I assume these are too far away. Be any concern. Even this part is not good enough. Or maybe even here. Why is it so easy when your computer shows it to you? Why is it so easy? Next we push this, check, and promote. And that's it. They do something f5, we play c3. They push us here. They have to keep this guy here. We go here. And these guys are not threatening anything. Alright. Well, I'm so annoyed. Thanks for watching, and this has been an episode of horrible endgames. Well, they are difficult. Anyways, thanks for watching, and bye bye.